mahdollisimman pian. Kaikki
Hello?
Helsingin käräjäoikeus puolivaihteessa.
Hi, I'm phoning about case R25888.
Yes, do you know who's the secretary in the case?
Um,
Judge?
the secretary is Sophia Antilla, but when I sent a request in, the judge is Gisela McPherson.
Excuse me, you said the secretary's name, Sophia.
Antilla, but she's on holiday.
Okay.
So, or at least that's what her email says.
Yes, I'll connect you to another secretary so she can help you. One
Okay.
moment.
Helsingin käräjäoikeus 5 päivystys Gabriel.
Hello, is English okay?
Yeah, English fine.
Hi, I'm phoning about case R25888.
888.
Yeah.
Yes. Just give me a second. Need to log into the system again because it has kicked me out because I didn't use it.
I know how that goes.
Yeah. You're inactive 2 minutes and you are out.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, I'm on the case. What would you like to know?
Well, I responded with a request in probably bad Finnish for a delay because 12 days is not enough time for me to get a lawyer. And it's important I get a lawyer because I've been subjected to about 2 years or more of coercive control abuse by this person and false reporting to the court and the authorities. And this is ongoing, and I'm disabled. I have a B certificate, and I didn't get a response or proper acknowledgement from the court regarding the delay and the other questions, because also it's not even enough time to provide a witness list. Sorry, one moment. or gathered the or provide the evidence. I mean, I'm fairly used to this person just getting their way and filing whatever false statements they want and getting it through, and then using those to subject me to police violence. But the last time they did this, the entire statement is evidence is false by a number of points. But they got it through because I couldn't get a lawyer in the time, and so I would really need the time to get a lawyer, or at least to find out that I'm not getting a lawyer. And a point of difficulty in this is because the person has stolen important legal documents of mine and has made false statements about a police brutality case where I was tortured and sexually assaulted at gunpoint. And they did that in their last restraining order. I've been on hunger strike basically to say that either they can return my bag of legal documents and retract the false statement, or I'm not you know, basically, what any kind of sane person would do is, I'm not being a prisoner to this. For, you know, I've been to Pasila, and Pasila have told me I need to get a lawyer, and that's the only way, pardon my language, that will unfuck this, because the opposite party has lied so heavily to them they don't believe me.
Okay.
You know, and I've now had to get an attested court judgment from the Irish High Court
Yeah.
to prove. So it's and you know, based on that, which the police won't accept, so it's that they're in breach of EU law. I'm in a very strange situation. And I you know, I would also, I'm also like kind of banned from legal aid due to another person's fraud.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I went.
Legal aid in Finland, you mean? Like you
Yes.
can't go to the legal aid office?
No, they won't even process language rights, and I've linked the one of the phone calls, the more recent ones, where I'm phoning just trying to get, like, for the last time this person dragged me towards through court to, you know, do some coercive control abuse. They basically have told me that they won't even process those. So, like, unless I could find a private lawyer who will do legal aid, I'm like, I have emails from the entire Finnish legal aid system denying me legal aid from the public legal aid based on one ex-lawyer's fraud or defamation, which is evidenced as fraud by bank statements, but it was done as a discriminatory thing to help out some people that I think he knew. So that leaves me in a strange position.
Yeah. I can see that. So there was supposed to be a hearing on 16th, and it got moved to the 24th.
I only got given the. I only got served. Like, this is another thing they do, is they hold them till the very last minute to serve me. So and they know I'm disabled, you know.
Yeah.
And like, they did this last time. I think I had a grand total of about 5 days, but in between all of this, they've also terrorized me with documents that aren't filed in the court.
Yeah.
And then I go to the court and they're like, this isn't lodged, and so that's been a constant part of the abuse. So without a delay, I don't really see how I can turn up, considering that, you know, I have severe post-traumatic stress disorder, and her lawyers, I suppose, you know, the reactive abuse is to keep accusing me of lying about stuff like being tortured, which there's CCTV video of. So that gets kind of difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
And without an interpreter or a lawyer, it's basically some pretty severe fraud at the court.
Yeah.
You know, and I sent along I have a reference to the Helsinki Centre for Victims of Torture, because I can't access normal trauma treatment because of the severity of what's been done to me. And that details quite, like, you know, from a psychiatrist, quite severely the abuse and how there's been no support. And I didn't really know what else to send. I've uploaded, you know, I am a journalist, and, you know, they are a public figure. So, you know, there is whistleblowing involved in this. I don't really, but, you know, I had the phone to find out because I requested a digital copy of the summons to see if I could send it to some lawyers.
Yeah.
But I basically everyone's kind of doesn't believe me that it's happening.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just so I'm on the same page with you. So the 24th. So it got moved from the 16th to the 24th of July. So that is still too early. Like, you cannot make the 24th.
There's no way I'll have a lawyer in time. Like, I got served that in the late of day of the 11th, like, Friday.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've tried most lawyers are on holidays. That's why it's timed like this.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy, but it's what I've been dealing with for 2+ years.
Yeah.
You know.
What can I do? Because obviously I'm just on the phone duty today, so that's why I'm answered the phone to our
Uh,
duty phone.
well,
Um,
I'd like a digital copy of the summons, if that's possible, as well.
yeah,
And
yeah,
if possible, I would like a response to the, the queries raised, because, you know, I mean, I am on hunger strike because this has gone on for so long that I don't have a life, and it has
yeah,
broken up other relationships. And the
yeah,
person has told me that they have the power of life or death over me,
yeah,
and I don't really. I think I'm like I don't really see how anyone could make that up, considering it's been going on for so long, and I just keep repeating the same thing, and they keep changing.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what I can do is I can email the judge. I think the judge is not here anymore, so I cannot talk
Hmm.
to her at the moment today. But I can email the judge and put a request that you would want, postpone the hearing date, and also that you would want to have, digital summons,
Yeah.
and then all the summons digitally sent to you, and then. And do you want them to answer you via email, or would you rather have a
I'd
phone
rather they
call?
answered via email because it's probably fastest.
Email.
But like,
Yeah.
I have another query in what I sent to the court. If those because what doesn't really make sense is if I'm being forced to represent myself and I have to contact her lawyer,
Yeah.
I don't understand how she is filing that my talking to her lawyer is harassment of her. Are
Okay.
they both like, do two people become one in this? This doesn't make any like. And if that's the case, am I supposed to not talk in court when the lawyers? I don't like. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Obviously, when you are in the court, like when there is the hearing, obviously then you're gonna be there and you are allowed to talk, and there is gonna be both of you get
Well, I mean,
say what
basically,
you
she's filing a
say.
restraining order because I've been talking to her lawyer as me,
Okay.
as representing myself. So that
Okay.
doesn't even make any sense.
Okay.
And
Well,
there's no
that's
evidence of stalking in the in
mhm.
the in what I've been given. So I don't know whether that's coming or whether it's just erroneous. I don't know. I mean, are they just throwing things at the wall to terrorize me? Because there's no. I can't see any evidence of surveillance or tracking or
Yeah.
those are like, I think those are valid questions.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, I, I I don't like, considering most of my conversation with her lawyer as representing myself is me requesting a retraction of false statements and my documents back
Mhm.
from the client. I don't really see how that's harassment or stalking of the client.
Okay.
Like, see, it's
Yeah.
kind of confusing
Yeah.
because I
Well,
mean,
that's probably something that will be, brought up in the hearing as well, if that's what she faced. Obviously, also some of the restraining order against you as well. Um, we have an email address here that is bananzuhook@gmail.com.
no,
Is that the correct one?
it's oblong box at Proton.
Oh, okay. So now you need to spell that out for me.
O for open, B for Bravo,
Mm-hmm.
L for Larry, O for open, N for Nora, G for Gary, B for Bravo, O for open, X for X-ray,
Yep.
at proton.me. And I
Perfect.
sent I sent a submission response to the court already from that email. I'm not sure if,
Okay.
and
I
I sent
wonder
it to
if
the
that.
judge and to Sophia. But
Okay.
Sophia's on holiday until the 25th.
Yeah, so they will be, well, there will be somebody else coming on the 24th hearing with that one. So that's fine.
Yeah, so there's a Finnish and English response to the court.
Yeah. There is not, it's not safe here, that's fine.
send it now. What's your email?
Emilia.Gabre. So E M
Okay.
I
Sec.
L
E M I
L
L
I
I
A
A
dot
dot.
Gabre. So G for go.
Okay.
A B for Bravo.
Yeah.
R for rye bread.
Yeah.
E and E at oigel.com.
So that's
So that's the same ending as all of us have.
so that's E for Echo, M for Mary, I for Indigo, L for Larry, I for Indigo, A for Apple, dot, G for Go, A for Apple, B for Bravo, R for Red, and was there anything
E
else?
for Echo.
Okay, so it's GABRE
Yeah.
at Oikios. Okay,
Yeah, so that's the same for everybody.
I'll send that to you now. 1 minute. Oh, that should be sending now. See if it hopefully it goes through.
Are you waiting? Not come yet, but obviously sometimes it might take some time.
Well, hopefully it arrives. Let's see. Did it send? Yeah, it should be sent now, I think.
Oh yeah, got it.
Okay, great.
No, I got it. Perfect.
Okay.
So, okay, yeah, that's fine. So this one. Okay, yeah. So you send that to also the judge. Yeah. So she should have gotten it, and I wonder if that's okay. So it might be what day is it? Tuesday. So she might not have, but you have not gotten any response yet.
No, nothing. Only the
No, okay,
secretary that was on holiday. Auto reply.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Good. I wonder if it was when it was. No, it was made on the 7th. So definitely that came later than they changed it. So it might be that the judge has not yet been able to, or not made a decision yet, possibly, because obviously that came on Sunday, so today's Tuesday. But obviously I can send another email to the judge and obviously the secretary who would be sitting on the 24th. Obviously then if it changes, like if the hearing date changes, then there might be another one again or different one. But at least for the person who will sit or on the 24th, if it happens or it doesn't happen, that I will ask, that you have sent this one, you just call that you really need the moving of the days, and also that if all the summons could be sent to you digitally.
That'd be great. And
yeah,
some of the queries
that
answered, because I mean, being forced to represent myself as a disabled person against my will is sort of like a constitutional point, but
yeah.
you know,
And then and you would want the answer to that email that you just sent, that one.
if possible, please,
Yeah,
in the
and
most
then
humble request play, because I'd like what I've been given doesn't really make a lot of sense. At the same time as also it is not enough time to respond.
Yeah. That's fine. And then would you want them to communicate with you in English, or if they answer you on that email, would you want them to write it in English, or
If they could communicate in English, it would be amazing. But I am aware that Finnish and Swedish are the language of the court. But at the moment, because legal aid won't even process like translation or an interpreter, so the court also has to be aware that like unless the court pulls it out of the bag, there won't be any any interpreter or translations barred deep out from me, and so I'll just be sitting there, and that's a bit of a farce. But that's the situation I found myself in.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna write that email to the judge and secretary, just so they are aware that you called again. Because it might be that they have just not had time to, make the decision or anything like that. But I will let them know that you called and you asked to move the date because you really do want to have a lawyer, or at least try to get a lawyer. And for the 24th, you might not have enough time to do that.
Oh no, I completely don't have enough time.
Yeah, and then they will then hopefully come back to you.
And I also have to. I also want to organize a list of witnesses because there's witnesses to the abuse. There's my ex-partner. There's my psychiatrist. There's people in the UK who want to be there remote to comment on it. Who've tried to mediate the return of my belongings, and there's quite a few people.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put your request forward, and then hopefully they will be in contact with you.
Okay.
So they know more about this. I know very little. I just know what I see in the systems, and that's
Thank you.
about it. Yeah.
Kiitos paljon. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I
today?
think that's really it. I think it's covered. Thank you.
Okay. So
Have
I
a
will
lovely day.
request forward, and somebody hopefully will be in contact with you.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
Bye.